What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Okay Crazy. I'm back with a video. I'm back with a part 2 video to my last video I dropped. If y'all ain't seen that, go check that out. Run that by real quick. And we're getting into the second part. I posted a little clip on TikTok. Everybody went crazy. We got different sides of opinions, and I love that because everyone gets to say what they want. But today, I'm dropping facts again. I'm dropping receipts again, and it's going to be from TikTok. A lot of people have been doing a lot of videos based on what I was talking about the last video. Is 2K still worth it? These microtransactions, they're getting out of control. And the fact that 2K is getting sued people is the problem here. We need to see this. This is serious. And the documentation that they have from why they want to sue is the same thing I've been talking about in the last video, and I'm going to elaborate on it more. I'm going to go into more details of what I think is really going on. So y'all bear with me, stay with me throughout the whole video. If you on part 2 and you ain't seen part 1, so now you lost, go run that back. Go check out my TikTok. Shout out to everybody who's been following me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's get into the video.
Take-Two Interactive and 2K are being sued for microtransactions in NBA 2K22. The lawsuit alleges unfair, deceptive, and unlawful practices, including illegal gambling practices. The plaintiff seeks class action status for the case and at least $5 million in damages. If you don't know how the microtransactions in these games or in most sports-based games work, you basically buy card packs with in-game currency or real money, mostly real money, and inside you get random players or other items that you then can use in some way in the game. The lawsuit alleges that NBA 2K22's payment scheme psychologically distances players from the reality of spending real money. Such transactions are also attractive to minor children who have less understanding about the differences between spending real currency and virtual currency.
This is the problem I have as well. Like, it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up how you can spend so much money on VC but get so little reward in the game. And when we're talking about adolescents, they don't know. They just want to play with their buddies. They want to be competitive. They want to get TikTok famous. They want to be on YouTube, you know what I mean? So they're dropping that money. But once you start getting older and it's like, hey, why am I spending this money and I'm still 72 overall after starting at a 60? Then you start saying, why are we even starting a game at a 60 overall? Is it really that bad? Or do y'all want money that much? So somebody was like, I'm about to sue because it's false advertisement at a certain point, but not even that, it's gambling.
Look, there's a lot to talk about here, but the real question is, what do you think 2K is going to do about it? Well, the answer should be pretty simple because 2K and Take-Two reported net bookings of $3.1 billion in its most recent fiscal year, with NBA 2K cited as a major contributor to that. So they are definitely going to fight it tooth and nail. And honestly, at least here in the States, I don't expect much to happen. It sucks. We've been talking about it 10 plus years. At least I have.
It's crazy. People have been talking about this 10 plus years. Like, at a certain point, yeah, okay, we didn't realize it was that bad until maybe just a few years ago. 3.1 billion. This is for all the comments that are like, oh, this is how inflation works. You guys keep buying the game. All these excuses. How do you excuse 3.1 billion off of your microtransactions? Because, you know what I'm saying, nobody's saying anything about it. 3.1 billion. This is why facts and numbers matter, because y'all are just talking out the side of your neck and you don't actually know what's going on. So this is why people like me have to make videos and explain to y'all, like, this is not just an off of whim because, oh, 2K this and 2K that. No, like, this is real. This is money. This is real currency. This is a 3.1 billion VC. This is $3.1 billion. You can't take 3.1 billion VC and go spend it out in the real world. So that's where the misconception is, where people aren't understanding. And I understand, like, even grown folks thinking like this, but I would expect younger kids to think like this as well, because they don't know any better at the time. I'm not calling the younger kids dumb or anything, but think about it. Like, y'all don't have to go work that 9 to 5, or you're not looking at the facts, the numbers, doing your research, because you're busy having fun and you're supposed to. So that's why the adults like me and other people are going to sit here and call out the BS.
It's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore.
Microtransactions by video games in 2K is one of the biggest culprits. So if I buy the $100 edition or the $150 edition, I only get 100k VC. To build a character to 85 overall, I need more than 200k VC. So then, in addition to purchasing the $100 or the $150 pack, I had to purchase more VC to be somewhat competitive in the game. Or I could choose to get my head busted at the park by people who are willing to pay for the VC. Or I could play my career at the highest difficulty, getting a great stat line, which only give you around 2k VC, which means it takes at least 50 games to make up the difference between the VC. Not to mention the boosts and animations you need to be competitive. 2K should have more packages because typically players only play one of the modes. They should have a package for my career / my part players and have a package for my team players. There should be a package where I can make a complete my player build, minus the my team stuff, and vice versa for my team.
I'm going to first start off with my story and how I feel about the situation, adding on to what I said in the first video. A lot of people have been saying, like, y'all just lazy, y'all don't want to grind. I grind for 2 weeks and get 2,000 VC. And I'm going to post that comment up there. Bro, you grind for 2 weeks and you get 2,000 VC. What? How far will that get you? Maybe to the next, from a 75 to a 76. Let's say you don't even buy VC. You starting off at a 60 overall. A 60 overall, bro. First off, you playing my career. Say you grind for 2 weeks, because you can't play the rec. You play the rec, I guarantee you're not scoring. Everybody done bought VC, so it's 70 overalls and 80 overalls you're playing against. You're not scoring, brother. You're not getting the ball like that. So that's your first issue. So you gotta play my career. You on my career, you put the game 5-6 minutes or whatever simulations y'all be running, and you get you some 2K VC. Cool. Your discretion, right? That's 2,000 VC. You can you getting up to a 62, maybe a 63 with that, right? Like, come on, bro, be for real with yourself. You not grinding for two weeks and thinking that you finna jump from a 60 to a 70. No matter what, you go to the park, you're not getting a game. Everybody's starting off buying VC, bro. People want to be 80s. I just seen a video on YouTube where Buddy was like, hey, if you a 70 overall when we first get the game, I'm not hooping with you. What? Like, for real? So he's like, hey, you need to go ahead and buy that VC, because only 80 overalls, 85 is the max I think they starting people off with. Maxing out if you buy VC. Like, it's getting that serious. That's how serious it is, and nobody's understanding that, but only a few people. And I can say in my TikTok, the comments were mixed. Like, some people understood what I was talking about. Others were like, you know, I do this and I do that. Okay, cool, but let's be real. You go to the park with your 60 overall, your 70 overall, and it's a bunch of 85s and 86s and 87s. What game are you getting? On the rec. They're not passing you the ball in the rec. You got to get all CPUs on your team in order to even try to get some type of play. You know what I'm saying? They clamping you up. They stealing the ball. You barely can dribble. You can barely move. Like, let's be real. So this is my perspective. Like, I know what y'all talking about. I understand what you're saying. Like, grind. I grind. But it's like, bro, it's not working anymore. It costs too much. It costs too much. This is a whole different 2K now.